Picture this, a colossal luxury yacht, the Lady Ghislaine, drifting silently in the Atlantic. On board, one of the most powerful media moguls the world had ever seen, Robert Maxwell. But on November 5, 1991, he simply vanished. Hours later, his body was pulled from the water. An accidental drowning, they said. But the truth was far more chilling than any deep-sea mystery. Because as the tide carried his body away, a financial tsunami was about to crash, revealing a betrayal so vast, so audacious, it would shatter the lives of tens of thousands of ordinary people and leave a $500 million hole in their retirement savings. This isn't just a story about a man's mysterious death. It's about how unchecked power can devour everything in its path. Who was this man, Robert Maxwell, who wielded such power and commanded such a grand stage? Born John Ludwig Hyman by Naaman Hawken, he arrived in Britain a refugee, a decorated war hero, and a man obsessed with building an empire. By 1946, he was a British citizen, rebranded as Ian Robert Maxwell, a name that would soon echo through boardrooms and newsrooms across the globe. He was a force of nature, a larger-than-life figure with a booming voice and an even bigger ambition. He owned titans like Mirror Group newspapers, Macmillan Publishers, and even the New York Daily News. He moved with the kind of swagger reserved for kings, flying his private helicopter, sailing his magnificent yacht, the Lady Ghislaine, named after his daughter, and even carrying a cutting-edge 40-button portable telephone, long before mobile phones were common. He was a media titan, a former Labour Member of Parliament, and to many, a national treasure. But behind the glittering facade of his extravagant lifestyle, a dark secret was brewing. A secret that would cost thousands their life savings. How did one man get away with it for so long? The answer lies in a shocking betrayal, hidden in plain sight. Maxwell's rise was nothing short of meteoric. After the war, he didn't just rebuild his life, he built an empire from scratch. In 1951, he acquired Pergamon Press, transforming it into a major academic publisher. From 1964 to 1970, he even served as a Labour MP, a testament to his charisma and political ambition. But his true passion was media. In 1981, he gained control of British Printing Corporation, rebranding it Maxwell Communication Corporation, MCC, laying the groundwork for his ultimate prize. He was at the peak of his power, a self-made titan seemingly unstoppable. He was known for his domineering personality, even humiliating his own children at the Sunday lunch table. His litigious nature was so legendary it led to the legal term, Maxwellization, a requirement that subjects of official criticism be given details in advance to respond. But even as he expanded his empire, acquiring Macmillan Inc. and Berlitz International in 1989, and launching the European newspaper in 1990, the foundations of his vast enterprise were crumbling. Unseen by the public, a colossal debt was silently accumulating, threatening to swallow everything he had built. So, how did a man with such a seemingly legitimate empire manage to steal hundreds of millions? Imagine your retirement savings are in a special, locked piggy bank, legally separate from your employer's main business. This piggy bank is your pension fund, protected by law. Robert Maxwell, however, didn't see it that way. He treated his company's pension funds as his personal piggy bank to prop up his failing media empire. From 1985 onwards, as his aggressive expansion plunged him deeper into debt, eventually reaching up to $4 billion, he began a systematic illegal siphoning. He secretly took valuable assets, like shares, directly from the pension funds. He then used these stolen assets as collateral for massive loans, not for the pension funds, but for his private companies. This was like taking your neighbor's car, using it to get a loan for yourself, and hoping no one ever found out. He also used pension money to artificially inflate his own company's share prices, making them look far healthier than they were. and even directly diverted funds to cover operational costs. His absolute control over his empire and his notorious ability to intimidate those around him allowed him to bypass safeguards and hide these irregular transactions for years. No one dared question Captain Bob, as he was known, but the truth, like a ticking time bomb, was waiting to explode. The cracks in Maxwell's carefully constructed facade weren't entirely invisible. As early as 1971, a Department of Trade and Industry inquiry concluded he was unfit to run a public company, a damning indictment he somehow managed to shrug off. His reputation for aggressive business practices and litigiousness was well known, even leading to that unique legal term, Maxwellization. But the true warning bells began to clang louder as the 1990s dawned. His empire was drowning in debt, estimated to be up to $4 billion by the time of his death. To desperately keep his head above water, Maxwell intensified his raids on the pension funds from 1990 onwards. He was selling off assets, like Pergamon Press in 1989, just to keep the lights on, while still acquiring new ventures like the New York Daily News in March 1991. His flamboyant lifestyle and insatiable appetite for acquisitions masked a growing desperation. His son, Kevin Maxwell, would later find himself personally saddled with over £400 million in debt, a clear sign of the financial chaos at the heart of the empire. The pressure on Maxwell was immense, a ticking financial time bomb, but no one could have predicted the sudden, dramatic way it would finally detonate. The fuse was lit on November 5, 1991. That morning, Robert Maxwell disappeared from his yacht, the Lady Ghislaine, off the Canary Islands. His body was recovered hours later from the Atlantic Ocean. The official ruling was a heart attack, an accidental drowning. But theories of suicide or even murder persisted, fueled by conflicting evidence and persistent rumors of his alleged intelligence links with Western and Israeli secret services. The world reeled from the news of the media mogul's demise, but the real shockwave was yet to come. With Maxwell gone, the house of cards he had so meticulously built began to collapse. His sons, Kevin and Ian Maxwell, desperately tried to keep the business afloat, but the truth couldn't be contained. In the weeks immediately following his death, the colossal scale of the fraud was exposed. The pension funds, once thought to be secure, were missing up to £560 million, nearly $900 million. Maxwell had plundered them dry. His empire, built on debt and deceit, crumbled into bankruptcy. This wasn't just a corporate failure. It was a devastating personal betrayal, leaving thousands of ordinary people facing a terrifying future. The sons, Kevin and Ian, were later tried for conspiracy to defraud in 1995. But after a lengthy trial, they were acquitted in 1996, leaving many questions unanswered about who truly knew what. Robert Maxwell's colossal fraud were immediate and devastating. Over 32,000 employees and pensioners of Mirror Group newspapers and other Maxwell companies found their golden years stolen from them. These were ordinary people, like Peter Humphrey, who after 30 years of contributions, suddenly faced receiving only a fraction of his hard-earned pension. Imagine working your entire life, making sacrifices, saving for retirement, only to have it vanish overnight, stolen by the man who was supposed to protect it. The despair was palpable. Images filled the news of Mirror Group pensioners marching on Whitehall, their faces etched with desperation, demanding government intervention to fill the multi-million-pound hole in their pensions. Their collective struggle became a stark symbol of the fraud's human cost. Many received only approximately half of their expected pension entitlement, forcing countless families into severe financial hardship and emotional distress. betrayal of trust, shattering the lives of thousands. The scale of the disaster was so immense that it forced a fundamental change in corporate governance. In 1992, the UK Corporate Governance Code, also known as the Cadbury Report, was initiated directly as a response to the Maxwell scandal, aimed at preventing such unchecked power and corporate malfeasance from ever happening again. It was a painful lesson, paid for by the victims of Maxwell's greed. Robert Maxwell's story is a chilling saga of unchecked power, corporate greed, and a spectacular downfall. A man who rose from nothing, built a vast empire, and then systematically dismantled the financial security of thousands of his own employees. His mysterious death at sea remains a subject of debate, with theories of suicide or even murder swirling alongside the official ruling. But the true scandal wasn't how he died, but what he left behind. An empire, in ruins, billions in debt, and a £500 million hole in the pension funds. That shattered the lives of over 32,000 people. The legal term, Maxwellization, and the Cadbury Report stand as enduring legacies of his destructive reign. Yet the Maxwell name would resurface in scandal years later, as his daughter, Ghislaine Maxwell, would become infamous for her association with Jeffrey Epstein, adding another dark chapter to the family's notoriety. The tale of Robert Maxwell serves as a stark reminder. Even the most powerful figures, those who seem untouchable, can operate with impunity until the truth, however hidden, eventually surfaces. And when it does, the human cost is immeasurable. The Collapse Files will continue to bring you stories of ambition, betrayal, and the unraveling of financial empires. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed.